Oh, light. There we go. Oh, still kind of messed up. That's fun. Let's try and fix that. Okay.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right. More of you? Really?
Okay. I'm obviously lost. That's okay, though.
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets. Marshall, especially. Does she know what happened to Dylan? Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall. were to speak with him then.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan. I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, no cameras in reach.
Oh, there it is.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
Can I? signs on that again. What's up, chicken butt? How's it going? I want to go on the elevator? I think I want to go on the elevator yet. Let's see. Let's switch the mission back to that. Oh, I do want to take the elevator. Take it in a minute.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Okie dokie.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over
There we go.
by the hiss.
Oh, there's treasure chest. Astral blip. There's something there. Another treasure chest. There we go. Okay. I feel like I just brute forced that. I didn't really.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Then it was his. The symbols, the terminals. How do they...
I'll see what I can do.
Let's see. Utilization of paranormal elements. Blackrock prisms. Blackrock prisms are unique formations of Blackrock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of Blackrock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies and range of redacted to redacted hertz, with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through harmonized prism onto a redacted, methods for imprinting on non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance, redacted the okay. I can't zoom around. What are you? I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right. Well, there's the other card. 1, 2.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Thank you. Okay, so don't think that one's right. Because this is terminal 4. So should be that one right there. Okay, maybe. Oh, hey, I didn't know you were watching. I think one is that one.
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
So 5 is that card. That's 2. That one's 5. That one. I just thought you would have went to sleep. And it's true, she's always watching me. Is there another whiteboard somewhere? I mean, I guess I could put them in and then see if it works. And then just swap them if it doesn't. Because 2 and 3, I don't know. Okay, so put that one there. Wait, where's 2? That one's 5. There's 2. Okay.
Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Sounds like that's working.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. How long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help. Fine. I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer. But don't call me Director. Jesse
Hey.
is fine.
Refill my water,
I'll call you
please.
Faye.
I've got 2 bottles
Only
over
this
here.
key card.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive.
Thank you.
Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Where am I going? are we? What's happened? Oh. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Thank you. Wow. As I suspect, my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Stronger department, more breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left you a bottle of well-aged brown. Okay.
What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Let's see. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is response to the key element in all altered phenomenon, AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else could the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer the whole time? Refer to file redacted for full report. Okay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the redacted, an entity or group of entities that we have little information, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the redacted, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had the connection forced upon them, isn't it strange that no other object of power require such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? Okay. Another report. The Bureau spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that the potential receptacle determined by would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity or dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection we severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Okie dokie.
Constantly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Oh no, that's going to be the hotline. No? Okay. Goodness. That's different. Okay, I think I'm just spinning my wheels here. Huh, okay. Alright, so I can't go through there, which is fine. Where I came from. I wonder. It's over here. Just some stuff. this elevator right here. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I have re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of this newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point, I hope you'll be able to attend them still. Yeah, no more yawning. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious delivery. Regards. All right. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestation of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing redacted called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and casual tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling a light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating a lost key are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, could be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file redacted for a full report. Okay. That's interesting. You didn't see it. It didn't happen. No yawning. Okay, where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh, I thought this was a... Oh, no, it's right here. I'm not even tired. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chat repeated by the Hiss entities in the interest of safety. This was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this regarding phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities have been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant reproduce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation, the chanting, see the corresponding audio record.
Hi, Jesse. What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. But look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? But we know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I checked myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. That's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. At one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here? You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before. Studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Well, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. Wait, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Bullshit.
Who's yelling?
What's your read on all this?
Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for the promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research redacted for breakthroughs resulting from her work. Recommendation: according to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her coworkers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Miss Pope to the position of research specialist. More reports. Collective unconscious is defined is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises knowledge through the astral. Okay. The oldest house improves certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be a certain piece of technology or too new in central redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Simply, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Don't like that. Sitting around up here at all. Let's see, listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice work shift. Okay. Personal mod's full. Oh, so I probably better take some of those apart. area full.
Hope wants us to compile all of Darling's data access in the past.
Okay.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he alright? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan. Once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you believe me?
Thanks, Bloody Boys. Oh, I wanted to look at the thing. Okay, well, I don't know which more forward that was because I didn't notice. Oh well.
I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love
Get
obstacle
ready,
courses.
Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds.
Wait, is there more battery receptacles?
ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course. It's protecting itself.
Shield myself? Gotcha. Contained within a soundproof cell. Holiday Memories brand with plastic trees with green plastic stand. Tree. Okay. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of verbal mysteries, distressing affect. Background. The item was taken from the Redacted, a Canadian research station established in Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to reestablish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item into a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened. Lovely. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Making the music like there's still a dude here. I don't see anybody though. A safe object of power can produce a barrier using objects or material from its immediate vicinity. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against the parent. Have on to this object in order to gauge the barrier's durability. Redacted and redacted. Velocity, amnesia, test of the redacted results. Testing will. Redacted. The safe object is power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat scenarios. Okay. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't know, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so I'll tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now. You know, I tell ya, not even counting all the weird stuff. Alright. Alright, let's see what's in here. We'll do that. Just give me a sec. There, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Ow. It's a very far drop.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said he'd find a prism.
The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, and shifts. The Atlas changes form but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. Previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, and the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Okay, couldn't go through there if I wanted to. So much reading can't be short and sweet. Yep. Game's got a lot of lore. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop here. Just make sure I don't miss any items. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Good night. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.